Once upon a time, in a small and beautiful village, every resident was blessed with a full head of luscious hair. The village was renowned for its lush green fields, serene streams and most of all, the beautiful and healthy hair of its residents. Every day, people from far and wide would visit the village to admire the hair of its residents and to bask in the beauty of the place. However, one fateful day, a strange disease swept through the village, causing the hair of all its residents to fall out overnight. The villagers were shocked and devastated by this sudden change. They tried every remedy and potion they could find, but no matter what they did, their hair refused to grow back. Desperate for a solution, the villagers turned to the wisest man in the village, who lived in a small cottage on the outskirts. The man had lived in the village for many years and was known for his sage advice and unwavering wisdom. The villagers gathered around the cottage and told the man of their plight. The wise man listened to their story and thought for a moment. He then announced, "I have a solution. From this day forward, the person with the most hair will be crowned the ruler of the village." The villagers were overjoyed and immediately set about growing their hair back as fast as they could. The competition among the villagers became fierce. They would measure each other's hair every morning and every night, taunting and teasing those with less hair than themselves. The villagers would try every remedy and potion they could find, but no matter what they did, their hair refused to grow back. Eventually, there was only one person left with a full head of hair, a young man named George. George was well liked in the village and had always been known for his kind heart and gentle nature. When George was crowned the ruler of the village, the villagers were ecstatic. They showered him with gifts and praise, and everyone in the village was happy once again. But as the days passed, George began to feel uncomfortable with his newfound power and position. He couldn't bear the thought of ruling over a group of unhappy, bald people. He would walk through the village and see the sadness in the eyes of his subjects, and it broke his heart. George was torn. On one hand, he was enjoying the adoration of the villagers and the perks of being the ruler. On the other hand, he couldn't stand the thought of continuing to rule over a group of unhappy, bald people. One day, as George was walking through the village, he came across a wise old woman who lived on the outskirts. She offered him a potion that would make his hair fall out, and in exchange, she asked only for a strand of his hair. George was intrigued, and he asked the old woman why she would make such an offer. "My son, you are a kind and compassionate man, and I see the sadness in your eyes. You are not meant to rule over a group of unhappy people, and it is tearing you apart. The power and adoration you have received have blinded you to your true purpose in life," the old woman said. George was struck by the old woman's words, and he realized she was right. He thanked her and took the potion, drinking it down in one gulp. Within moments, his hair started to fall out, and soon enough, he was just like everyone else in the village, bald and free. George was relieved to be back among his people as an equal, and he was happy to see the happiness in their eyes once again. However, the villagers soon realized that they still needed a leader to guide them and make decisions on their behalf. They approached George and asked him to be a part of a council of leaders that would rule the village together. village was hesitant at first, but he eventually agreed, seeing it as an opportunity to help his people. The council of leaders was made up of the wisest people in the village, and they worked together to make decisions that would benefit the village and its residents. They would hold meetings and listen to the concerns and needs of the villagers, and they would work together to find solutions to their problems. Years passed, and the village flourished under the leadership of the council. The villagers were happy, and their hair had started to grow back once again. The village became a place of peace, prosperity, and happiness.